Hey, it's your boy Ron Big Black Garrett. I wanted to take a moment. These dang glasses, man. Oh yeah, that light shining back in there. I wanted to take a moment to. I hadn't really posted a video of any length lately, and this is not going to be that long either. But I did want to cover something today that keeps coming around, and it's mostly concerning exercise. So many people. I put out a short video the other day telling people to get off the couch and to do this, do that. Look, man, I'm not trying to beat anyone down. If you don't want to exercise, and especially if you're doing keto, you can drop a lot of weight. But let me tell you something. If you want better bone density, if you want increased insulin sensitivity, if you want to have a stronger, more feeling of fitness, uh, just feeling better and getting stronger, exercise will help. Having said that, I know that there are limitations that so many people have. For instance, you got people that have bad knees, they don't want to exercise. People that have bad backs, they don't want to exercise. People that are in wheelchairs, they don't want to exercise. And all of those are valid points. But here's the thing. You need to do what you can do. I'll use myself as a prime example. I injured my back numerous times in the military. So I have a military disability that I receive a small compensation for. But so when you see me work out, you'll notice that you rarely ever see me doing anything with my legs. And thank God I was blessed with that I had huge legs before. I used to squat about 700 pounds. So I have huge legs from then. And so over the years, they've gotten smaller and they've atrophied some. But thank God they're still close to proportional for my body. Now I'm going to be blessed to be able to start doing some leg work coming up. But I'm going to take my time and slowly get back into it. Man, I just got back in the gym. But the thing that I'm trying to tell you is that even though I have an issue with my knees, I do have some issue with my knees that I need to get addressed. I have some issues with my back. As I was saying, I almost forgot. But people say, "Oh, well, you lift so much weight. How can you have? How can you lift as much weight as you do? Would you have these issues?" Well, here's the thing. I'm 52 years old. I've been doing this weightlifting thing for about 30 some odd years. And weightlifters and bodybuilders and people that exercise know that they don't want to stop doing what they like to do. So when they have something like that, we're able to compensate for it and work around those issues. I'm able to work around my back because I don't do anything that's going to require me to bend my back. I don't do anything that's going to require me to. If you'll even notice when I'm curling some heavy weight, my body stays pretty stiff. My back doesn't bend. Actually, it's because of the good form that I've had over the years that I'm able to still curl, still do things. Bench press the same way. Hey, bench press doesn't. I can actually have my back be out, and if I can get down and lay down on the bench, then I can actually bench press as much weight as I want to. Only one time I think in my whole life did my back bother me to where I couldn't do bench press. So my point being here, after all of that, is don't allow what's happened to you to stop you from doing anything. Do something. Do what you can do. I started this keto thing. I was very sick. I had been taking care of my wife. She had been battling cancer. But during her time was when my diabetes, unbeknownst to me, I couldn't figure out why I was so tired, why I was so dysfunctional. But during that time, I got real bad to the point to where I could barely get out of bed. Thank God I had early retired and I was just taking care of my wife, so I really didn't have to go anywhere or do anything because there's no way I would have been able to keep a job or anything during that time. And it was really bad at the end of my retirement. Thank God I was blessed with that because I don't know how much longer I would have been able to even do my job. But here's the thing. Once I started keto and I started feeling a little bit better, I actually got up And at first, all I could really do was walk around my house for 5 minutes. And you know how big of an ego booster that is to someone like me who had to be humbled first because I was so used to being this guy that was in shape. Well, you know, I learned during this time, for the first time in my life, I learned to not really look back at the past. If you're constantly looking back at the past, you can't see the road ahead. You're going to run off the road. You're going to run off your journey. So that's what I'm telling you today. You may have been a super athlete in the past like me, but that's not the reality right now. So just start from today. Be the person that you can be today and do the most that you can. If it's nothing but walking around your living room for 5 minutes a day, if it's nothing but standing up and sitting down in your chair, uh, do that. And then try to increase. Whatever you do, increase. Man, we got, I know people that's in wheelchairs. You know, they have some of the best looking arms because they choose to utilize their arms and not sit back and say, well, I can't use my legs. So they say, hey, I'm just going to use my arms. And they get bigger arms and more muscular and stronger and then start enjoying it. You know, you got older people. I'm 52 years old, man, and people look at me and they're like, "Well, I can't believe you're 52 years old." It's because I choose not to say, "Oh, I'm just hurting this and this and that." I still do what I like to do. I'm not an anomaly, anything. There's a lot of people out there like me, but the difference is they choose to get off their rump and get something done. You know, I'm not gonna always. A lot of people, "Oh man, you're an encourager and all this." Yes, I am, but let me tell you, I'm also a personal trainer. Though I don't train anyone, the reason I don't train anyone is because most people are not willing to do what you want them to do without complaining. And that is my biggest hindrance to being a personal trainer because I'm very no nonsense when I get in the gym. Outside the gym, man, I'm a totally different person. My wife will tell you I'm very talkative. I'm the guy that you see on these videos. I'm braggadocious jokingly and everything. But when I'm in the gym, I become a beast. I become consumed with getting the most out of this body I've been blessed with. I don't have time to waste and time to play when I'm in there. I call it work, but it's an enjoyable job. Some of you find that in running. Awesome. Some of you find that in playing lacrosse, tennis. Whatever you do, all I'm encouraging you to do is to do something. So just to reiterate, man, whatever your limitations are, find something that you can do to help. Every little thing that you can do to move muscles in your body helps you with insulin resistance. It will help you overall, especially when you cut sugar out. It will help you overall in meeting some kind of goal. It may take you a little bit longer. It took me about a month and a half of walking around, first in my house, then around my yard, and then finally I got to where I could start walking around the blocks and going up hills and all that. But had I not started with that 5 minutes in my living room right here, who knows where I'd be at today. So that's my encouragement to you today, man. Know that I don't take it for granted. Anyone that watches these videos, anyone that follows me, anyone that talks to me, you guys encourage me so much to continue doing this thing. I don't get paid a dime for this stuff. And even if I did, I'd still love doing it. And that's not my goal. I have a job that I love. I love doing my job. It's my retirement job. I have a blast doing it. But I also like to help people, and I don't do that to try to be somebody that's nice. Because there was a time in my life when it was all about Ron, and but since I gave my life to Christ, my life is all. I start realizing that my life is not my own. Christ sacrificed for me, so I must sacrifice for others, and I'm glad to do it. It's actually fun. But I love you. I just wanted to come to you today because it's been a while. Let you know that I'm thinking of you. I'm praying for you. It doesn't matter what your religion is, what your color is, whatever. None of that stuff matters to me, man. All I want to do is help people and love you and hold you accountable because you need that. And I don't have time to play, so I am going to do that. Peace.